to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Now listen, before we get too far in this video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes. I'll definitely push the video to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in the 2K community. And hopefully you can appreciate the 9 a.m. and the 5 p.m. daily uploads. And you can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing, all right? Now, let's get straight into this video. Today, we're going to talk about the one, the only Paul George. And even though Paul George has been out for most of the season, we are going to go ahead and show you how you can make his exact build. The reason why I held off from making his exact build is because obviously since he was hurt for most of the season, you're not able to get shades of Paul George at the top. And you know, Unc, man, I'm always trying to get shades of Paul George or shades of whoever I'm making at the top. But since he wasn't active, he wasn't going to pop up. So that's why I held off. But now since the season's over with and they have reset the rosters, now I can make Paul George, right? So as you see, Paul George is a two-way scoring machine. He's 6'8", 220 pounds. Obviously, he is definitely one of the top 3 two-way players in the league. Like, there's absolutely no way around it. He's an extraordinary scorer, an extraordinary defender. And the crazy thing is that Kawhi Leonard, which you see right here, is probably the best two-way scorer, two-way defender in the NBA. And again, he's been out for all of the season. So how quickly people forget, yeah, there's other great defenders, but these two alone as a tandem is the reason why, and I'm going to put it out there. I feel like with them, with Paul, with Wall, we're going to be able to look at a team that is definitely going to be one of the contenders for the NBA championship next year. John Wall, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard makes a really good trio, along with the supporting cast with Patrick Beverly, which I don't even know if he's even in there. I mean, with Reggie Jackson, you got Luke Kennard. I mean, we can go on and on, but anyway, they're gonna be a problem next year, right? With all of them at 100%. And the reason why is because you're gonna have 2 perennial front court defenders that are gonna be able to hold it down. So anyway, let's look at Paul George here. As you're gonna see here, the big thing about him, let me go to his attributes, is again, he's gonna have contact dunks, right? He's gonna have an 80 close shot, which I thought was crazy, like only an 80 close shot, but yeah, 87 mid-range, 83 3-ball. He obviously can shoot it really well. Post phase only a 70, post control 75. He's, like I said, he's more of a catch and shoot and then slashing to the basket type player. 87 ball handle is ridiculous. And then, of course, you're going to see just a 79 speed with ball. I mean, he obviously is 6'8". I mean, you're not expecting him to be blazing across the court like that. And then, of course, defensively, as you see right here, 79 interior, but that 92 perimeter defense. Paul George is a problem on the perimeter as a lockdown. And an 86 steal. For only a 47 block and then 74 defensive rebounds. So again, that's really strong there. 91 lateral quickness, which again is hard for us to do because you got to have lateral quickness for us is also attached to our perimeter defense. So in that instance, that's gonna be pretty difficult to do, especially if you're trying to get his shooting and everything else taken care of. Now his speed and acceleration is just a 79. Also keep that in mind. And then of course the badges, finishing, he has fast twitch. Again, you do not even see the posterizer, which I thought would be even higher. Maybe younger Paul George would have had a higher posterizer. But again, he does have contact dunks, so we know we're going to show love there. Shooting is definitely his strong suit. Blinders, corner specialist, difficult shot, rhythm shooter, stop and pop, volume shooter, all on gold. Catch and shoot, chef, circus threes, dead eye, fade ace, green machine, highs 100, mismatch set. Oh my God, he got a lot. This man got almost every shooting badge. Playmaking is going to be pretty dope too. As you see, he has a lot of that. And then defensively, this is where he's really going to shine. Ankle braces, defensive leader, interceptor, intimidator, off-ball pass, pick dodger, tireless defender, ball stripper, chase down, clamps, menace, pickpocket. Again, as I said, this man is a whole freaking duffel bag of talent. So again, I'm really excited to bring this to y'all. 6'8", 220, 88 overall, two-way scoring machine. Now let's head over to the My Player Builder and try to make Paul George. All right, my nephews and nieces. So now we're sitting here trying to make Paul George. Obviously, we do know he is a shooting guard, so we're going shooting guard. He is right-handed, and he is number 13. Obviously, that's his nickname, PG-13. The pie chart that we're going to go with, believe it or not, is going to be the mostly finishing, a little bit of shooting. So the reason being is a couple of things. We need to have a high ball handle. He still needs to be able to shoot, and he still needs to be able to get contact dunks. what's going to happen is that, yes, defensively, it will be a lot weaker than what he is, but you can't make every single person as like him that's going to basically in all 4 categories be extraordinary. He has an 87 ball handle, right? He had an 87 mid-range with an 83 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, and a 92. Like, you just can't get that in the My Player Builder. So what you have to do is find out what is going to emulate him the best. And then, well, obviously, when people think of Paul George, they're thinking about a guy that can shoot it, get to the basket anytime he wants, contact dunks, and of course be able to dribble like you have never seen from a taller defender. Ball handler. So those are things I really want to make sure I shine. But again, defensively, you will see it, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. Okay. In this instance, you do want to go pure speed, even though he only had 79 speed. Again, I'm not gonna feel comfortable making a build to where you're gonna put money into, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's slow. Like we know speed is very important. All right. And what we're going to do here is this. We're going to max out close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk, all right? We're going to max out that mid-range and that free throw, all right? Then we're going to go 70 just on the post fade because that's basically it. Remember, this is a park build. If you want free throw, you can play around with it and get that. Of course, here, we're going to max out everything here because we want to make sure we get as much playmaking as possible for him. And, of course, he had a 79 post control or 73 post control, so we want to try to emulate that. And then, again, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal we want to give him. We also want to get that high defensive rebound he had. I think he had like a 74, so we want that. And then the remaining on the block. Of course, offensive rebound was low and block was low, but we're going to put it on block just because this is how you really get his name, to be honest with you, okay? So this is what we're looking at, 15, 12, 16, and 6. Obviously, it's still really solid when it comes to the badge layout. Again, defensively, would you love it to be better? Yes, but again, at the same time, this is what you're going to have to do when you're talking about playing in the park, okay? Body type, just keep it defined because we're keeping his weight the same. We're actually going to stay 6'5", right? So even though he's 6'8", we're definitely not going to do that. As you see, the ball handle, three-point shot, all that just gets a hit. Look at his defense, takes a hit. So we want to stay 6'5". If anything, you could go up to 6'6" if you wanted to, which is perfectly fine. I can show you what that happens if you go 6'6". But I'm going to go 6'5" with this. Weight, keep it the same though, right? And then, of course, your wingspan, get it all the way out to 86, all right? So when you look at a few things here, you know you get a +8 to your physicals. You get a +4 from 95 to 99 overall. And then you get the other +4 by either going to My Career. You do want to play every game until you become a starter. And once you become a starter, you sim out the rest of the regular season. You do need to play every playoff game. And, of course, win the championship in the following season, you will get that gym rat badge. Then option B, which is the best option, just go to the Gator facility. And, of course, you do want to talk to the guy at the Gator facility, and he will give you the quest to hit level 40 in the season, get the gym rat badge. And, of course, if you can't do that, then obviously the last option is just going to the Gator facility every 7 days and doing your workout, okay? But regardless, with that +8, you have a 92 speed, 91 acceleration, and an 80 vert. These are very solid numbers. Again, like I said, you're talking about playing in the park. You want to make sure you have good physicals, especially speed and acceleration. And then you're finishing, 90, you get a +4 here, 95 close shot, 95 driving layup, and an 88 driving dunk. You get an 81 mid-range with a 79 3-ball. And of course, in your playmaking, you get an 82 pass accuracy, you get an 83 ball handle, which is solid, and then defensively, you're still good. Now check this out. You still get an 82 perimeter defense, a 79 lateral quickness, and an 86 speed, and a 71 defensive rebound. Those numbers are maybe like 8 or 9 attributes off, but it's still strong enough to be able to be called a two-way, all right? And then, of course, here you have options of slashing and lock takeover. Again, it's really your preference, but in this case, I will be more comfortable going slashing takeover. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. You have the two-way facilitating finisher with shades of Paul George at the top. And again, like I said, he's a two-way score machine. This is a two-way facilitating finisher. I think that's pretty dope. Now, I would say this, if you do want to go up to 6'6", you can, but we all know about how hard it is to get some really solid attributes at 6'6" or 6'7". Again, if you look here, and let's say, for instance, you go 6'7", right? And then, of course, keep your weight the same, and then max your wingspan out. You still get a 76 ball handle, you get pro dribble animations, but look at your defense. Only a 78, you get a 76 lateral quickness, 78 steal, a 75 3-ball. You still get an 88 driving dunk. Like, is it good? Yeah, but I mean, it's just not as elite, but you can still do that. And again, I think it comes out as a slasher, if I'm not mistaken, slashing playmaker, and you do get shades of Paul George, but it's the second tier. So again, if you want to be taller, you can do that, but obviously at 6'5", your numbers are extraordinary. At 6'7", your attributes are just a little watered down. It's still playable, you're just not at the elite level. But again, it's 100% your preference. But then now let's go ahead and test this build out quick. Let's get 99, I'll get you out of here. So real quick, let's just go over a couple badges that I think will be really strong here. Obviously, posterizer and limitless takeoff are the ones you want to have. Then you want to get acrobat and fearless finisher. I definitely will go ahead and say get slithery finisher on gold, and then go ahead and get fast twitch on silver, right? And that will be the best bets there. Shooting, sniper, stop and pop. You want to get blinders, and then of course, remember, because you're a primary ball handler, and then you can either top it off with circus 3s, or maybe you can go ahead and get your lucky 7 with your hot zone hunter on silver, or you can go ahead and drop this down and maybe go all on the green machine. I know the green machine's been pretty good on silver also. On the playmaking side, quick chain, quick first step, handles for days. Nothing really changes here. Get that on silver, your bell out. Also get your tight handles with hyperdrive on bronze if you're running 3s. And then defensively, you only have 6 of these things, but I would definitely say pick dodger and clamps if you're going to be trying to play on ball. If you're going to play off ball, I still recommend doing that, all right? But anyway, there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is your Paul George build. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, just make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the channel, and as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. And you know, when I say I'll be back soon with the banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.